sometimes motherfuckers just know what the fuck they doing. That's all I got to say. Sometimes motherfuckers just know what the fuck they doing. And sometimes you get hyped the fuck up to see a movie, and then you go see it, and it's better than you even thought it would be. Like your expectations, they said, nah. You think on a grander scale. Like, we know what we doing. You don't. Watch this. Yep. On some shit like that. And this is one of those movies. Now, as always, we're going to keep it spoiler free in the beginning, which is going to be difficult, but we're going to do it anyway. Go see this motherfucking movie. End of the spoiler free review. Now, no, I'm kidding. No, just listen. I'm gonna talk about this shit. Like, just go see it, because everything you've seen in the trailers, none of that prepares you for what this movie actually is. These are motherfuckers that know what the fuck they doing, know what you want, and they say, we got you. You know what I mean? It's just a great fucking movie. Y'all motherfuckers are flexing. Like, I've seen flexing before from Marvel, from the MCU. But this right here is flexing. This is Kevin Feige with the Kingpin suit on, just walking with the cigar and a glass of wine that he don't even drink. He just has it for the look. And he's just making deals and making shit happen and negotiating and bringing magic to the screen.
I gotta keep it real with you. This wasn't one of those situations where he had the glass of wine all fancy. This nigga had whiskey in his cup. He went full.
In a vibranium glass. You know what I'm saying? With Stark Tech attached to it, where it keep refilling on some Doctor Strange shit.
They don't take ice cubes and shit.
They don't take ice cubes and one of them joints from Doctor Strange where it just keeps filling over and over and over again. I couldn't believe what I was looking at in this theater. Like, I couldn't believe it. And of course we went in 40X. So the experience was crazy. The experience was crazy, just as I knew it would be. From beginning to end. This was just a great fucking movie. Now, we had to go on a fucking blackout because shit was getting leaked and all that other shit. And I need to address this shit for a second before we get started. After we saw the movie, I went and checked, comments and all that, and there's some dick-faced motherfuckers, some walking testicles, some hanging nutsacks that find it funny to go on the internet and just list all the spoilers and comments and all that shit. Now listen, if you were one of these dickless wonders that did that shit, I hope one day you walk out of your house and get super kicked right in the neck from Donnie Yen.
Yep, Adam's apple towards the back
just
of your
pop,
neck. Just
like
that.
Before you even ready for it. As soon as you open the door, you about to walk through the store. I hope all this shit just get kicked the fuck out. Because you a dumb motherfucker. If you take pride in ruining the experience for other people, then you deserve to get dropped on your head from the roof.
And I'm sorry. And that's what it boils down to. I don't want to hear it's not that serious, it's just a movie. No,
fuck that.
Fuck you, because you chose to wake up and choose violence. Yeah. So I'm choosing violence. Who the fuck are you to actually say to yourself, I'm going to fuck the movie up for you because I think that you're not going to care enough? No, some of us do care. Like me. Now listen, all week I've said the same thing. If you ruin it for me, I am going to swing.
I'm going to be at your house. I'm going to be at your house. Now listen, it may not be serious to you, but if it's not, fine. Right. It's serious to us. And I said it before, I'm going to say it again. If you ruin this shit for other people, you deserve whatever coming to you.
Right.
Like, if you get kicked in the neck, if you get kicked in the throat, if you get kicked in the head on some crazy shit, it is what it is. You chose this life. So now the side effects that happen. Don't be a dumb motherfucker. Like, just don't be stupid. Just use your fucking head and just, enjoy life and let other people enjoy life. Don't be a dumb fuck. Now, with that being said, we're gonna get back to this shit. Great motherfucking movie, and I had to jump through hoops I had to go on internet blackout and all that to make sure my experience wasn't ruined, because stuff was getting leaked and all that shit.
Why you block my phone?
Because I'm blocking everybody. Like I'm blocking everybody. Like, I'm not picking up the phone. I'm not answering texts. I'm not checking DMs. None of that. Everybody gets, everybody gets ignored. Like, because shit came out early. So I'm like, no, I will not have my shit ruined. And I'm glad that I didn't get spoiled, because I went to go see this thing and I'm in amazement from the moment the fucking shit starts.
Yeah. Amen.
From the moment it starts.
Amen.
It's insanity, man. Like, I couldn't believe how good of a movie this was. Like, I already had high expectations. It's impossible not to. But then to sit in that theater and be blown away again and again and again and again and again and to never stop getting blown away, I'm like, how the fuck are they doing this?
Yeah.
How the fuck are they doing this? Like, it's not much that I can say in the spoiler-free section, because anything that I say can be a spoiler.
Right, because the movie had multiple screenshot moments.
Yo.
So you
Crazy.
can't really sit here and talk about it and not spoil anything. It
Crazy.
had big moments with the whole joint.
The one thing people kept saying is like, you won't be disappointed. That's the one thing that I've seen a lot of comments from some dope motherfuckers that like, I saw the movie, I don't want to fuck it up for you. You won't be disappointed. That's all they said. And I'm like, I want to high five all these people because I appreciate y'all motherfuckers. I appreciate y'all. Because it's an easily spoiled movie. But y'all took the time to word this shit properly. Yep. You won't be disappointed. And y'all motherfuckers was right. And I'm going to relay the same message. You won't be disappointed. Just go see the movie. You will not be disappointed. Anything else you want to say before we wrap up the spoiler-free section?
I am very proud and very excited and happy to be a viewer.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. With that being said, this is the end of the spoiler-free section. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goddamn. There was multiple moments in this movie that drew a round of applause. Multiple moments in this fucking movie that drew a round of applause. Mm-hmm. Multiple. Like, it was actually crazy how many moments made me stand the fuck up in a 40X chair, a damn near recliner. Like, I had to stand the fuck up. Like, it was just insanity. It was insanity. I couldn't believe what they was able to pull off. I couldn't believe this shit. I really couldn't fucking believe it. Like, I'm looking, like, you got Dr. Strange doing the thing, you got, like, Wong with the cameo, like, and his dialogue in the movie was actually different than the trailer. The trailer said, don't cast that spell. This one's like, yeah, all right, I can do it. Just leave me out of it.
Leave me out of it.
Do your thing. I'm out. I'm going to hang with Shang-Chi and all that.
And all them niggas.
Yeah, do your thing over there. Do your thing. Like, it was nuts. It was like seeing J. Jonah Jameson with the podcast, you know what I mean? He in the joint with the green screen and all that, like, see him in full effect. He actually had more time in this movie than I thought he would. But that
whole movie.
Yeah, that shit was dope. Seeing him, like, I hate Spider-Man, that whole thing, he was in full effect, man. He was in full effect. He's a menace, like that shit. Like, he was full J. Jonah Jameson. Full Jonah, I can't say J. Jonah Jameson.
JJ.
He was, yeah, JJJ.
JJJ.
He was in full effect. And, like, you know what I mean? And from the beginning, they started right from where Far From Home left off. Right from where with Mysterio saying the shit, and then, they leaking the identity and all that, and they happen in real time where you see everybody's reaction, like, what? She's with him. That's his girlfriend. They sitting their hands on and all that.
Spider-Man's on the bridge, like, what the?
Oh shit! And it's like, you have to see this movie in 40X because, like, when he went down and grabbed MJ and started swinging, we were swinging with him because it was like,
yep.
Like you feel the wind and the seat is doing this, and it's like, yo, full effect. This shit was crazy.
Can I be honest? It feels like
crazy.
It feels like the theater ramped up the 40X experience.
Yo, for real.
Because
the wind was really windy. Like, we felt all of that. I'm like, God damn, this is the best way to watch the fucking movie. The best way to watch the fucking movie. But that was crazy. And then it's like, it goes through the fallout and the side effects of them, and some people like him, some people hate, like, you still got JB Smooth and everybody there, like, yeah, you the man, and the dude set up the mural, like, they roll out the welcome wagon and all that for him, like, they was his homies, they was on the side, but, like, him trying to, like, still deal with his identity being revealed to the whole entire world. He goes to the crib, you still see, Happy and Aunt May, doing their thing, and
they broke up,
like,
and shit.
He's still, like, and I get it, man. If she called it off, I'd be heartbroken too. Like, baby, please, what did I do wrong? Like, is there anything I can do? Like, I get you flowers. Like, we can go to the beach, whatever. Like, so he's just trying to hold on to that, and I get it. I completely understand. That's Marissa Tomei. She's a bad motherfucker. I get it. And she's with, like, he's too clingy and all that. I also get that because, like, I'd be clingy too. So
I'd be on her ass every day.
Yo,
please don't leave, man. Do not leave.
I'd be hanging on her leg like, baby, please. You know what I mean?
As in the market, please don't go.
So I get that shit completely. So, you know what I mean? And then everything is getting revealed, and Spider-Man and MJ's trying to, close the curtains and all that, but then they end up finding out, and immediately they get pulled into the police stations, like, blah 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 blah. And they're saying too much, and then
right. and MJ on some, yo, I ain't saying shit.
Like, dude that was interrogating him was the master manipulator because he was just saying the right things. Like, oh yeah, no, we got dudes in the chair too. Like, yeah, I mean, so it is what it is. Like, yeah, I did this, I did that. Like,
I was there for that. He was like,
oh yeah, you did that. Okay, what else you do? Yeah. Oh, you did. Oh, you the man, huh? You the man. All right. Lock him up. Like, on some shit like that.
But it's so fucking crazy how things went for a crazy turn. Like when you watch the trailer, you don't expect how bad things get.
Yeah, for real. Like you might think, like, okay, people know it's gonna be a little
way
rough.
worse.
Like, nah, man, nah.
Lives were affected.
So it's like boom, instant bullshit, and then you see him at the yo.
Yep.
When you see the cane go down, my mind said Daredevil.
Yep.
And then you see him there. You see Matt Murdock there with the glasses on. I said, yo. So right there and there, they set the scene. Like, yeah, we know what we doing. We know what you want. We got you, baby. Bring in Daredevil. And he's sitting there. He's just, he's nice with it, like doing the lawyer thing. Motherfucker throw the brick through the fucking glass. Spider-Man's about to catch. He's like,
I got this. Like, who are you?
That was one of the many. Well, actually, no. That wasn't the first because the first applause moment, and there was a lot of applause moments, was when you saw that cane go down and you saw Matt Murdock.
Yeah.
And then the second one was when he caught that fucking brick without even thinking about it, and he's like, "How'd you do that?" He's like, "I'm a really good lawyer." I'm like, y'all motherfuckers is crazy. Y'all are crazy. But just seeing him there like that in a Spider-Man movie, which makes sense. He's a lawyer. Like. It's all integrated, and he's in Hell's Kitchen, like all that shit operates in New York anyway, so it makes sense.
Yep.
Like but just seeing them interact like that, it's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
What in the fuck? So then the fallout happened, and then he's going to Doctor Strange, and then that's when the spell happens, and then right when that spell happens, they really don't waste no time before motherfuckers show up, cause immediately you got Doc Ock on the bridge, like, what's up, motherfucker? What's up? Run that. And that whole scene is just wild. And this is when I saw the trailer, I didn't think it would be that long of a scene, but it was crazy.
Yeah,
full of carnage and destruction. He's just crawling through the shit. Motherfucker's about to die. Spider-Man's still saving people. And then when you finally see the face, like, who the fuck are you? You're not Peter Parker.
And he's looking like, what the fuck is going on? And to me, this movie, they got really creative with the movie. But there is nothing better than watching one of your favorite action hero films and they check off every box that you don't expect the movie to check off.
Seeing him and then seeing Goblin and
Please don't say that name. Please don't say that fucking name. God,
all the shit that they did was just like, and you're seeing them in full effect. It's like no time has passed. And even when Electro pop up, like,
oh yeah,
and the dialogue and interaction and they're referencing how things were different back in their world because Electro's talking about how he looks different. I was like, oh, I like this look now. Yeah. Okay, we cool. And they talk about the bad comb over and all that because I mean his role in Amazing Spider-Man 2 it wasn't the best. Like, it was his writing that wasn't really the strongest and all that. It's still, an enjoyable movie though, but there were flaws. But then they bring him in this one and he's got a whole upgrade. He's like, oh
man.
Oh, cool. But then first, like, while they fight, you see Sandman pop up and like, hey, Peter, I got you, Peter. What's up? Like, saving him. I didn't expect that shit. I didn't expect that. So he's right with him in the beginning because like at the end of Spider-Man 3, he stuff happened and he got through to women and they was cool. So you see that shit, you're like, yo, that's crazy. And then they both going toe to toe against Electro, and then he gets drained and gets zapped to the fucking the Sinister Six joint looking place. And then he's like, what the fuck you do? So he starts just not trusting Peter. And it's like, well, you're not my Peter. Like, I don't know if I can trust you. And then he gets put there too. So now they meet together. And one of the best parts about the movie is them interacting and talking. Like, the motherfuckers from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, they exchange the words. It's like, how'd you get hit? Yep. Like, what happened to you? I fell in electric eels. Like, oh, okay. I fell in this. It's like, yeah, you gotta watch where you fall. Like, the jokes back and forth was crazy. The dialogue back and forth was crazy. And they acknowledge in each one's universe. That was one of the best parts about this movie because they give it relevance. They bring it to the forefront, and you watch this unfold in real time, and you're like, these are motherfuckers from like 4 different movies, just talking.
But when you talk about the dialogue, you can't forget about to me, this dialogue was special when they were like trapped in the glass containers in Doctor Strange's.
That's what I'm talking about. The Sinister Six joint.
There was the moment where Dr. Octavius was like, Norman, you're dead. And that shit was kind of like, you could see his face and he was just like, what the fuck?
Like, but even before that, it was like it can't be Osborn because he died.
He
Like,
died.
You know,
He died years ago.
That motherfucker was dead. And then it shows Norman's fight with the voice in his head, just like it did back in the day in that movie. And he's actually trying to win against it and fight it. So he destroys the fucking the mask and all that. He's like, nah. He goes to Aunt May looking for Peter, and then they interact. And you see that he's, you don't know whether to trust him or not, but it's actually Norman Osborn trying to fight for control and all that. He's like,
fucking goblin.
Like, I'm trying to, I don't know what's going on. I'm in another universe. What the fuck is this? I can help you. So then, they bring him to the spot, and then him and Octavius is having words, and Octavius is confused. He's like, what the fuck? You died. And that moment of realization, when all of them realized that they were about to either die or they were fighting Spider-Man and they got teleported. I think the funniest is Electro. He's like, no, I was about to do this and shit, I'm about to die. The comedy actually worked in this motherfucker. The comedy worked. And they all had that fucking moment. You got Kurt Connors and all that, and they sit there talking like, oh shit, damn. And then Doctor Strange come back. It's like, all these motherfuckers are destined to die anyway. Like, they died fighting Spider-Man. We got to send them back to the universe. And this shows how good of a dude Spider-Man is. Instead of just letting them be resigned to their fate and just go, he's like, no, we got to change that. Because, he's got that heart. He's like, they're destined to die. Like, if we send them back, the cycle's going to continue. They're just going to die. If we can save them, we have to try. Doctor Strange, more level-headed, he's like, nah, fuck that. He about to hit the button. Spider-Man keeps that joint away, and then that leads to the scene in the trailer where he just knocked his soul out of his fucking body, but he still has control. Like, Spider-Man is so dope, his body's still moving the fucking box anyway. The next scene with the fight between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange gotta be some of the craziest shit I've ever seen in a movie. Yeah. Visually, now keep in mind, this is 3D 40X, so we seeing shit in 3D, and we're feeling the fight, we're feeling the battle, and as shit was breaking in the mirror dimension and expanding and all that, I'm like, I can't believe what I'm looking at here. Like, I just, your brain can't even put together what's going on, but then it shows how smart Spider-Man is when he starts, this geometry, math, okay, but let them do that, and he's like able to outwit Doctor Strange, just because he's an intelligent motherfucker. Like, I love what they do with this movie, man. Like, there's just so many fucking, I can't believe, I think about it, like, and in the movie theater, there are so many points in time where I'm like, I can't believe what I'm fucking watching. I can't believe they killed it to this extent. Like, how the fuck did y'all kill it to this extent? I don't understand. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
But that's the problem. That's the problem when you try to talk about this movie in a good way. It's too much to try to talk about because you have to cram everything in.
Yeah, it's like there's no way to talk about every single aspect of this movie.
It's impossible.
But there's like you can pick out things that resonate in your mind, but it all really does. But like it'd have to be like a 10-hour long video for me to do that and dissect everything. I just got to see the movie again and again and again. But like one of the craziest scenes in this joint is when they're all at Happy's crib, and he's trying to help all of them, and he senses something ain't right.
Oh my gosh!
What the fuck is going on? Something ain't right, and then he knows that something's wrong with Norman, and he's about to do something. He webs him. He's like, oh well, the jig is up. Fuck that shit. Like Norman ain't here no more, motherfucker. I'm here, bitch.
He ripped his arm out that shit.
Straight wrestling shit, cause. He got jacked the fuck up. He over the powerbombing Spider-Man and all that shit, and that just leads to some of the craziest fighting. Like, he's powerbombing him through floors. He's whooping his ass. Like, and that's some crazy fighting, too. And this is Spider-Man with his mask off, so you see Tom Holland flying through things and shit like that. I'm like, shit's crazy. This shit is fucking crazy.
Whooped.
He gave Aunt May the signal, run, go. So she grabbed the shit and she goes, and he's sitting there fighting him. He's getting power bombed through floors and all that shit. And I'm like, this is wild. This is fucking wild. Like, you see Electro doing this thing. Fucking Octavius, who is on a level like he's not bad anymore because like he got the voices in his head silenced with the upgrade. And he's like, oh, this is great. This is wonderful. This is what I always wanted. And then what I mean. He gets yeeted because like he's like, well, you ain't on our side. I liked you better before. Get the fuck out of here. So they get him out of here, and then it's just toe to toe with Goblin the whole fucking time, and that's a crazy ass fucking fight because you feeling it and then you seeing it, and I'm like, damn, this shit is crazy. And then this bitch made motherfucker take out Aunt May, and then that's a scene that nobody expected because when it happens it's so quick. But then you don't think anything happened because the glider comes in and hits her. You're like, okay, well, you know, she got knocked out, she's fine, and because she's getting up, she's walking and all that. You forget that there's fucking blades on the front of that shit. So she got and didn't even realize, and then that right there silenced the whole fucking theater because like it was one of those moments where you didn't see coming, but then I got a little worried when she said with great power comes great responsibility, and you know that's a death sentence right there when you say that shit. That's a death sentence. I'm like, nah, man, don't Uncle Ben this shit, man. And then she just drops and she's like, she don't even realize what's going on, and that's one of the most heartbreaking parts about that, man, because she don't know what's fucking going on. It's like, I just need to rest, And then Spider-Man over there breaking down, the whole theater's breaking down. I'm like, oh, come on, man, like, why y'all gotta do this to me, man? Like, I'm sitting there jumping up and I'm hyped the whole movie, and then y'all just bring me down to earth. I'm like, I don't want this. Like, it was a great fucking scene full of great acting from both of them, and seeing him like crumble made us crumble because you know this motherfucker knows how to make you cry.
That's what got me. It destroyed me when I saw how he said, "Amy, what are you doing?" He's like, what's wrong? And it fucked me up. I couldn't move. Even my chair stopped moving.
You know, when he did it in Infinity War, I couldn't even watch that scene again because I'm like, man, I can't do this again. Now this is one of them scenes where when I watch the movie again, I don't know, man, I might have to skip over that because like that shit right there, that shit hurt. That motherfucker hurt, and I'm like, nah, man, this is I gotta look. You can't look away because in 3D it's right in your face. I'm like, fuck,
you can't
man.
close your ears.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is going on, man? And it's just, and you got the cops that show up, and Spider-Man is enemy number one. So they're out to get him, and then Happy sees what happened. He can't even react to it really because they got guns in his face already, and he just tell Peter, run, just go, run. They're trying to get you, just go. So they both crumbling, and because they see that, and then they out, and I'm like, fuck, man, like, what the fuck, man? Like, how do we process this? Cause like it happens so suddenly, you're not ready for it, and it lingers, it sticks with you because they didn't shy away from it, they didn't make it quick, like they made you feel it. Cause this moment happened for a while, like she's just slowly fading away, and then you see her die, and like. What's going on, man? What? Like it's just the whole theater. Nobody said shit. You heard sniffling and all that. Nobody said nothing.
At that point, you didn't fucking want to. You just lost Aunt May. And you know when you watch a certain character in multiple movies, you lose a piece of your soul when they leave.
Yeah.
And it takes time for you to collect yourself. But I'll tell you one thing: that movie started to heat right back up. You cried. Then the movie said, "Okay, get your shit together. I got some shit to show you."
Right after that, when Spider-Man is like, you know, he's chilling on the roof because he's trying to process what just happened, and he can't even really do anything else. You know what I mean? They're like, we got to find Spider-Man. So Ned got the Doctor Strange joint on. So this scene hit like a ton of bricks. He opens the portal, and you see Spider-Man. And at first it didn't register, and Spider-Man turns around, and then as soon as I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, nah, no, wait. A part of me thought that portal was gonna close before he got through it. I'm like, that motherfucker came through. It took off his mask, and I fucking high-fived the ceiling of the theater because I stood the fuck up. I was yelling. The whole theater was yelling. And I'm like, no, the fuck they didn't. They fucking did it.
Yeah, it has to be.
Hey, Peter!
Hey, Peter!
Wait a minute. Yo! They fucking did it! And then it's like, well, try again till we get him. Opened up another portal, fucking Tobey Maguire come out. I said, yo, y'all niggas is crazy. Yo, niggas is crazy. Yo, motherfuckers is crazy, yo. Oh, shit. Yo. for the first time ever, you see Tom Holland you see Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man in the same fucking room, and they have interactions and all that. They going to war and shit. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like never in my life did I think I would actually see that. I didn't think I would actually see it, and we seen it right here. And then they go. It leads to another beautiful moment. They go to where Tom is, and they having this moment about
that shit.
about loss and all. First, when you see them up on the joint and they flip down, that right there, like I felt something here that I haven't felt before. I'm like, I don't know how to process this. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm about to fall the fuck out. Like, I don't know what's happening. You see them all there for the first time ever. And then they have this dialogue, and Tom is like, don't tell me you know what I'm going through. Like, I don't want to hear. It's not gonna help me. So he's like, I gotta send y'all home. And a part of me thought that, oh, this is gonna be it. Like, okay, it was good to see him, and they're gonna go back. And then MJ's like, nah. They're here. We gotta do this. And he stops him from hitting the button, and I'm like, for real? This is what we doing? This is how it's going down? You see them all in the lab and they interacting and all.
That's when you realize when you saw him, when you saw that scene when he didn't push the button, that helped you realize, okay, these niggas are they're in it for the long ride.
I'm telling you, man, the interaction between Peter Parker, and Peter Parker is some of the best shit I've ever seen, because like they're all their versions of Peter Parker interacting with other versions of Peter Parker, and it's like three different people. It's three different people, 3 different universes, legitimately interacting, and it blew my fucking mind. It blew my fucking... I'm like, I can't believe what is going on right now. And like, there's a lot of little Easter eggs and all that, and what's going... And the dialogue talking about how, my friends always, stab us in the back and some shit like that. We all had a friend that betrayed us, whatever like that, and my friend died in my arms and all that. And then he's telling Ned what was going on, and Ned has that moment like, yeah, I'll never.
No, be good,
I promise never to do that. We'll see, we'll see. But that whole scene, where they're working on a plan for curing everybody, was just, that's one of the scenes where I could watch that over and over and over and over again, because you know how when you think of like. When all the Peter Parkers meet in your mind, like we've all had that scenario in our mind. We all had our dream scenario where they all came together and met each other. But it's like the way they executed it was even better than I had in my mind, because they outthought me, and it's like, we can do it better than you would want to do it anyway. So watch us work. And I was watching it, and I'm like, holy fuck! Like, this is way better than I ever thought it would be. Like, Jesus Christ, y'all fucking killed it. Y'all motherfuckers killed it. Like, I can't believe how well y'all killed it, because I'm watching it and I'm like, this is fucking incredible. So they all make the plan, and then they throwing shots at Tobey Maguire. He's like, so you gonna wear a suit, or you gonna go fight dressed as youth pastor? And he's like, nah, I got my shit right here. It's like you see a little suit, because the part of me thought that like, okay, baby, he doesn't got the suit. Like, nah, baby, he got the suit. Like, he always wears it under his shit. So they still doing the damn thing. And oh my god, the last act of this movie is just like balls to the wall. When you're seeing all of them fight and swing together, never in my I couldn't. There was so many moments where I got up and I was yelling and clapping. Like this movie has so many applause moments from the whole theater. Like I gotta do a count and check. Like there was so many moments where you just saw some shit that you never thought you would actually see, and then you just break into applause. Like I couldn't, like, seeing them all swing like this. And then interacting, making a plan, and like finally forming that teamwork, because like the other two, they never been on a team before, so they always been solo. Tom Holland's the only one that's been on a team before, so he's like, okay, this is what we do. We got to work together as a team, and they finally form that synergy, and they all working in tandem and like that. And when that shit hits, that shit is just crazy. And then you see them cure all the fucking villains one by one, and then you see Doc Ock show up again, and like. I'm like, damn, did he betray him too?
Right.
Like, nah. He's like, I got you, baby. I got you. We in there. We here to do this. So it's just like, all I'm gonna say, man, like, I'm not gonna recount the rest of the movie point by point, but these, like, I kind of want to, because I want to keep thinking about it for the rest of my life. The way they executed in this fucking movie it exceeded my expectations. it exceeded my fucking expectations because I was watching it and I was legit in disbelief for a majority of this fucking movie. Because when they killed it, they fucking killed it. There was no point in this movie. I'm like, well, you know, I stood up. I'm clapping. I'm yelling. Like, I felt like I was on some drumline marching band shit. Like, I was just like, this is unbelievable what the fuck they're doing here. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't believe they actually did this shit.
It was unbelievable, and I just wasn't really prepared.
I can't believe they pulled this shit off like that. I can't believe they fucking did it. I can't. Now, shit was rumored and all that, but I'm like, I don't know if it's actually gonna happen. And you know, part of me was thinking, if they do show up, it might be some like a short cameo. Nah, there wasn't a majority of this shit. When they showed up, they just stayed, and it was fighting, it was having dialogue, and it was funny. It was just... it was unbelievable. It was a moment to witness. It was a moment that would go down in history. In history. Because once you see it, it changes you as a person. And you watch this movie, you're like, yo, I can't fucking believe it. And you're going to keep saying it. I seen the movie. I still can't fucking believe it. I can't believe what the fuck I watched. I can't fucking believe it. And then we get a teaser for Multiverse of Madness at the end, and I couldn't believe that shit either. You know, I think because we saw Sue McGrath there, I don't know. But either way, like, I can't believe what the fuck they pulled off in this fucking movie.
Multiverse of Madness, Venom.
That's just flexing. This whole entire movie was grade A, S tier flexing. That was flexing. Because you watch it, and it's so enjoyable, you never want it to stop. And that's sign of a good movie, when you never want it to stop. You don't feel the runtime, you never get bored, you don't want it to stop, and when it does stop, you're like, oh, damn. Yep. I fucking loved this fucking movie. I fucking loved it. This is a cinematic achievement, an MCU achievement. Y'all motherfuckers did shit that was dreamed about. We dreamed about this shit. Y'all niggas made it a reality. This is go down in history, yo. This will fucking go down in history as one of the craziest things ever. I don't know how the fuck y'all pulled it off, but y'all fucking did. Salute to all of y'all. And this is a movie I'm gonna see again and again and again. Jesus Christ. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm glad that I went to see this spoiler free. I'm glad because, you know, once again, if you're one of these spoiling motherfuckers, one of these walking testicles, then you deserve to get punched in the throat. So don't be a motherfucker that deserves to get punched in the throat.
Walking asses.
Because I will punch you in the throat. Because you a dumb motherfucker. If you saw this movie spoiler free, salute. If you saw this movie at all, salute. Because this was something that everybody needs to see. We need to witness this shit. Because they made history. They made history with this motherfucker. They made history with the themes coming back. And then the classic suit, the Tobey Maguire suit.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Sam Raimi suit. Like, you saw that shit. Oh, man. Oh, my God, man. Like,
the movie was actually so good that even if somebody did spoil a certain image for you, you might have still enjoyed the fuck out of it.
It's impossible not to enjoy it. And the movie was so crazy. When we walked out, there was an ambulance there. So I know somebody fell the fuck out. I know somebody fell the fuck out. I almost fell the fuck out. So I get it.
Somebody probably saw the end of the movie and probably said, oh.
He did what? Oh. I get it. I get it. I understand. I completely understand. This, I don't really do rating anymore, but 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Automatically. Automatic 10 out of 10. Because y'all motherfuckers did shit that people didn't think could be done. Y'all fucking did it. Y'all delivered a hell of a fucking movie. And you got my money for eternity. Because I'm seeing this shit again and again and again and again. My God. 40X is the way to see it. If you have not seen this movie in 40X, watch this movie in 40X. Because I guarantee it will insert you into the film in a way unlike anything else.
40X, 3D. You just need to experience the edge.
Jesus Christ. I cannot fucking believe it. What a fucking movie. What a fucking movie. That's all I can say. What a fucking movie.
Anybody got any Visine?
I thought you had some.
I had two. I lost that too.
How you look?
Shit. Lady fell out of my pants in 40X theater.
Nah, I don't keep Visine. I just got the ones for contacts. You don't want that shit in your eyes.
No. Blind.
Should have glass eyes.
Fucking Matthew Murdock for real.
Around with glasses, can't catch nothing.
Yeah. Throw the brick. I'm gonna do what he did. Oh shit!
Long without you, my friend.
I'll be the post-credit scene.
Yeah. Oh.
And me in him.
Oh. Got the red glasses on.
Trying to find my way to the afterlife.
Yeah. My door. Is it?
This is it. Wrong door, nigga. Go there if you want to.
Yeah. You chill with Mephisto.
Their mom will show up. So,
Yeah.
how'd you get here?
Welcome.
Leave me alone. Welcome.
Been expecting.
Oh man. Oh shit.
Cinematic achievement. These motherfuckers did the impossible. Fucking Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, all three Spider-Man.
I'm sorry.
It's like, hey, it's Demi. When they swung together, it was just amazing. Like,
Yep.
oh, we got this.
Now niggas
Spider-Man
gotta,
1, Spider-Man 2.
now
Yeah.
niggas gotta sit
I'm
back.
one. Wait, I'm 1. You're 2. You're 3.
Crazy for this. Now niggas gotta sit back and realize that MJ and Ned really don't remember this nigga, which is why Ned can be his enemy.
Yeah.
And it makes sense now because he's like, I don't really know this nigga personally.
Yeah.
You know?
They lost that attachment, so it's like,
I'm right to you.
Yeah, that's probably where he.
yep.
So who does Ned become? He doesn't become a goblin, does he?
Hobgoblin. It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. He's like, I don't know you.